friends. Welcome back to episode 2 of Vampyr with G. Smitty. Sorry about yesterday, guys. Was dealing with a very bad thunderstorm, and my stream cut out on me. And I wasn't able to get internet back for quite some time. So, luckily, we're back, and we're playing this. Wondering where it left me off. Okay, so far so good. Pembroke Hospital. Oh! So I took the liberty of going through I did buy the $3 DLC pack for this, but I'm not sure where that would be at. I may get it later on. Ooh, what's this? Bloody diary. Oh, these are quest items. Okay. Can I do that? Object of multiple deaths, docks region. I believe nasty leech is involved. Okay, we read that. Okay. Trying to figure out where I am. Okay.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Indeed. Oh, wait a minute. Is this... I don't know if this is Pembroke or not. Oh, yep, this is the hospital. We don't want to go in here yet. I wonder if this is a side mission I can do. Endangered citizen, local investigation. Alright. Oh, look at that. Oh, these are the hideout areas. Okay. Fantastic. Oh, that place is locked. That's a shame. Ooh, boy. I will admit, they're pretty high level. Would not like to go that direction yet. Okay. The Pembroke Hospital. Yep, we got that much. I know these poor bastards.
They asked me to collect you, Dr. Reed. Hurry up!
Oh, well, fine. You know what? Let's go in. Let's go in.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Before we part, I have a few questions.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
Mr. Hampton.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Okay, that's all we need to know.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Hello. Oh. The music does set the tone, which I do like. Okay. Ah, yes! Small bottle. City, you, life saved by efficient medical aid is a blow struck at the blank of the flu epidemic. Volunteers make the difference.
It's safer here than anywhere else in the East End.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Well, look at that! Look at that! How's the situation round here?
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
What's your occupation?
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. New investigation. Local investigations. A new investigation is available. Alright. You can start a new citizen quest by tracking it with square to access your map to locate the area and to explore. Alright. How's the sanitary situation?
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Let's say smuggling weapons.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Let's see. Well, shit. Alright.
Goodbye, Milton.
Okay, so can we... Oh, alright. Can we take a shortcut through the...
Dr.
the
Swansea
hospital?
is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Time
Two.
has lost its effect
Right.
on me, but the suffering continues.
Can I cut through the hospital and try to get to where I need to go? Keep an eye out for glowing boxes. Probably won't be able to get in there, can I? Midnight to the Garden of Good and Evil, enter the backyard garden.
It's locked, all right.
Da. Is that my only way in? Can I go around? Let's give it a shot then. Uh-oh. I see a crazy. It's a ghoul! You're mine. Oh, we got another one. Want to make sure that something loads up. Ooh, hello. A lead stick. Oh my goodness me. That can't be good for your health, mate. Oh, well, I tried. Well, me blood's not that bad. Rest to evolve. I will rest when I bloody damn well feel like it. Okay, dokie, let's see what we got. Am I going the right way? Oh, shoot. I am going the wrong way. Find the lost wallet in the garden. Actually, I was in the... I was right where I needed to be. Aha! I walked right past it. A photography of a smiling and loving couple with few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever. Aw, how adorable! Let's see if there's anything else that I can scrounge up. Ooh, yep, another box. Ooh, bullets for days, man. Bullets for... That didn't sound good. Oh, that's why. What else do we got? Quarantine, influenza. Keep out of this area by order of the Board of Health. What else we got? Quarantine, contagious disease. One shall enter or leave quarantine area without written blank. Of course, it's one of those things that it's partially readable. Bring the wallet back to it, so...
I cannot enter.
Yes, you can. Unless you're one of those vampires that acquire an audience to enter a building. Alright. Oh, I know this spot. Hee 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 hee. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. You're a monster. Ooh, hello. Due to influenza, the hospital can no longer take any patients. Oh, that's dick. You do not do that.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have your wallet.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
40 shillings? You didn't have to give me 40 shillings. You're a swell man. Relationship.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
Bound by despair?
During the war, I witnessed a few couples just like you come together in difficult circumstances. It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all that matters.
A man after my own heart and soul.
Goodbye, Milton.
Ah, look at that. Oh, she's wearing a surgical mask. I'm sorry, sanitation mask. Prevent disease. Careless spitting, sneezing, coughing, spread influenza, spread by droplets of spraying from nose and throat. Do not cough in public. Okay, they mentioned it was up in the second floor, but I know about that. But I want to explore a little bit more. See if there's anything else of use. Ah, yes.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me,
Yes, I'm taking all this shit.
you're an idiot.
How you feeling, man?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Of course. Tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Okay. Doctors are arguing about your case.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Let's see. Nope. Oh, yes.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I will not let you down, my boy.
What else do we have? I've talked to her already. Is this Dr. Swansea? Looks like Dr. Swansea, with a lab coat.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Well, shit. Tell me about yourself.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
Tell me about your experiments. Oh, wait. What made you choose that career?
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
And I'll be glad to help you.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
Tell me about your experiments.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Mesmerize. Medical checkup.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me, Dr. Reed. I am here to assist you, not to be a burden.
Oh, come on. Oh, good to know that I can mesmerize people. Ought to. Oh, okay.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Oh, that means I could probably do something for this guy here.
Never could keep anything.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Medical checkup.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
All right. Oh, okay. I get it.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick.
I think
I'll see you later.
I think I need certain hints. I think I need certain hints in order to perform certain tasks. I want to be a good vampire.
I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Fatigue cure with... Oh, okay. Your life in London.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, I don't wanna be a burden.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Personal questions.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Because social standing doesn't matter.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Oh.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I may have to talk to Miss Hawkins.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Oh, God.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
This woman. This woman.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Ah, life insurance.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
All right, let's talk to Hawkins.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Oh, this is Dorothy Crane.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Hawkins. Are you Hawkins?
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
No,
And
it's
good evening
Strickland.
to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Nope, you oh,
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Okay, so let me see. Oh, ooh. Oh, there is a merchant. Yay! I may take a look into that. But where can I go? People? Goswick. Oh, yes. Oh, that's this. Okay. Pippa! Where is Pippa Hawkins? Pip. That would be nice. Where could she be? Hawkins! Where you bloody at?
What a blundering idiot.
I will find you, Hawkins, and we will discuss these personal matters. Yo. Oh! Ah, they're breaking vampiric rule number 1. A vampire never sees his shadow. Oh, hello. Another doctor.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed, yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
I've proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge is our main weapon.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon, and it has always come at a price. and personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative. It is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon. And it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative. It is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
Okay, so I can't go back and change my answer. Well, that sucks. Bad memories.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Alright, I still need to find Nurse Hawkins. Question is, where is she? In the name of mercy, they depend on you. There again. Oh, Hawkins! Where are you, Hawkins? Small bottle. Oh, we've been here. Double swinging doors! Yay! Let's come back out here. Maybe she's out. Oh! Is this her? Is it? Oh, this is a patient.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
No. She's not. she's not.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Have you ever heard of Cotton syndrome?
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
Have you ever heard of Cockett syndrome?
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me, for I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal, but do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Oh my. Wrong target. New investigation. Who are you really?
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Okay.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Alright, let's see if we can do this, side quest here. Character, inventory, collectibles. Investigations! It does track. No decency is all liars and thieves.
Oh, the pain. It's there again.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Did you serve long?
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How close are you to Miss Hawcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
She's mentally disturbed.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I shall return. Alright, lads and lasses, sorry about that. I had to tend to a wound. Everything's all good though now.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about...
No offense.
You were...
Okay, never mind. We talked about that already.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
You disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
Before we do... A locked chest.
It's locked.
You've got to be kidding me.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor, too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Okay.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade. I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Who comes here to trade?
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
All right. Let's see what goods you
Please
have.
show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
All right. Opium. Okay. Codeine. Oh, okay. I was wondering how many shillings I had. Can I sell anything? Eh. Interesting. Yeah, but we'll keep all that. But however, I will recycle those glass bottles though. Well, darn. My goodness. 5 shillings. Crumpled letter. What gives, man? I hit the center button. Well, that's not what I'm doing. Come on. Where's that crumpled? Ah, here we go. Dear love, I finally found the missing money for the fee asked by the ambulance driver to bring you to the hospital. Don't worry about nothing. I took care of everything. I asked some of our neighbors, and they told me that this Mr. Hooks is something of an honest crook. He may ask for extra money in exchange for a bed, but the bed is guaranteed. I'm sorry I refused to pay first, and I realized that the important thing is that you get better soon. Pembroke Hospital is a good place, I heard, despite the bad behavior of Milton Hooks. I promise you that everything is okay. I'll see you in the very well. Milton! Oh, we're gonna have a stern talking to about him.
I'm sure that during your lifetimes, you have all seen things that no one could believe.
It's locked. But let us continue our... Find out who's spying on Thelma. So I got me a feeling. Hello. Lead rod and lead plate. Oh my. Small bag of junk. Oh, what? Oh, right, so I've got 2 shillings there. Okay. Object, vampire activity, hospital, survey, investigate. 3 days ago, one of our new recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding at the Pembroke Hospital. All we have heard is a first name Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech, then report directly back to us. They will decide on what action should be taken. Bullets! Bullets for days! And shillings! Bullets and shillings! Okay, so let us go talk to Thelma. Whitechapel Street? Oh, hello. I hear ghouls. Why is it bringing me all the way around here? Oh. Oh, hello. Holy shit. Alright, I better... Was not expecting that. Oh no. Oh, come on. Alright, I got a book. God damn it. I want to try to get my gun out, but it won't let me. Why? Okay, now this is starting to get out of hand here. Now, why won't it let me? That's why. Because I got a two-handed and... Alright, so we got to fix this. No, that's not why. Change, please. I want to equip this. Is this seriously not letting me? I want to change. There we go, much better. And let us do that. And let us do that. There we go. Oh shit! No! Nope. Hit detection sucks. No! Come on, seriously? Alright, well, let's try. Wow, so many high-level creatures. Is this a hideout? I'm hoping it's a hideout. It is not a hideout, and it should be a hideout. Shillings! Damn, this just sucks. Why are there so many high-level people? Alright, so we're gonna have to backtrack here. I'm hoping. Oh, wait a minute. There's a hideout right there. Let me guess, it didn't even... Okay. So...
Better go home, sir. Hey! I'm talking to you!
Shut up.
Get them weapons ready! We found one!
That's ridiculous.
More and more of these bloody leeches every night. Aye. But the guards recruit more and more every year.
This is no place for a gentleman. A leech! A leech!
Nope. Oh, I swear. Of course.
Back in the crowd!
Let me guess, they closed me off, didn't they? What the hell? Yep, looks like I have to go back to the frickin' hospital then, I guess. Yeah, just go away. Shoot. Why?
It's an leech! Kill it!
Good luck. Are they seriously keeping me away from hideouts?
Better turn around if I were you.
Alright, guess I have no choice but to go to my office then. If that's the case. Oh, level 18, that's just insane.
How long must I wait, damn it? Blaming me for not serving you.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Okay. Looks like I came across another bug because this parry attacks thing is in the way now.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
How dare you?
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
In your position, I would suggest a more elaborate defense. Cynicism will not save you.
This isn't cynicism, it's realism. You still need me, Dr. Reed, and you know it.
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Pippa, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes, Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Da, 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 da.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Alright, give me a second here. Alright, I gotta return to the main menu just to get that stupid frickin' parry tutorial thing out of my face. Come on. This loading screen, man. Okay, that's never a good sign. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, at least that crappy frickin' tutorial isn't there anymore. Oh yay, more boxes for me. A glass vial.
Good evening, Milt.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients here.
If a patient wants a bed, he'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
Ha!
Admit it. Nurse Hawkins is more than your lover. She's also your partner in crime.
Of course she is. How else could I tell which bed is free? I need to know that.
Have you no shame?
Don't you see the city is crumbling down? Today people are ready to pay to get a hospital bed. Tomorrow we may be fighting for food.
My goodness, that cannot go unpunished.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
You do realize you could both get fired. Hospital staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day just to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Yes, there is. But I will get more hints.
Goodbye, Milt.
And let me see if you are worthy. And that little Hawkins... And that little Hawkins bitch, too. I'll get both of you. Alright, enough lollygagging. Let's go to my office. Hopefully I have the potential of actually... Right, so I'm at the second floor. Can never be too ooh,
It's locked,
damn.
all right.
Dr. Reed.
This must be the place. It's
Yay.
definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Vampire trope. Alright. Let me see. Ooh, excuse me. Glass vial for days. Article on Ekans. It's a rare opportunity and almost a privilege to approach a vampire. To observe their most... Alright. What else we got? Dragonbane! This ancient sword, with a Latin phase engraved on the blade, has been forged in Wales during the 6th century and belonged to Paulus what the hell? Aurelianus, founder of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's. Still there. Oh, interesting. Upgrade. Let me... Oh, hell yeah, let us, Wait a minute, what are you doing? I'm not ready for a cutscene. No! I wanted to upgrade and... Oh, I hope those side quests don't go away. Oh, come on, lads. Oh, okay, I see what they were trying to do. I'm digging the outfit.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Can I get water? Hello. Dear Jonathan, I asked Nurse Crane to secure an office for you on the 2nd floor. Please forgive the austere decoration, but Pembroke Hospital is not exactly the Ritz. Sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep a little more before going back to work. I'm just a mere mortal, after all. I also gave orders to let you rest, and for the staff to never enter your room. You'll be able to sleep all day without being disturbed and work all night without raising any suspicion. I'm afraid the place is quite messy, but you'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You'll also notice there's an open window with a scaffolding that will allow you to enter and exit the hospital without being noticed. I imagine how awfully new and disturbing this all must be for you. Believe me, I've studied enough of your species to understand what you must now be facing and feeling. Be assured, I'll do whatever I can to help you in this ordeal. I know that you're not completely facing it alone. I'm glad I met you. These dark times we are all presently facing. I hope your future collaboration will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We shall talk soon. P.S. I left a copy of some of my notes concerning what I discovered about Ekon in the last few years. Feel free to read about it when you have some guidance. As long as you don't use the knowledge to take advantage of me. That is quite alright. Oh, no, hold on. Let's go back. Oh, I picked up some bullets. Oh. Crafting. First, you need to analyze the components you found to unlock new recipes. Click on the to analyze components. Okay, so well, let's analyze this first. Cha-ching, my boy! Cha-ching! I'm missing quinine and sodium hypocrylate solution. Damn it. Alright. Upgrade. Yes, I know this. Level 2! Oh! Can it be crafted? Oh, I had... Let's see, do we want damage? Ooh, blood absorption. I think I want the blood absorption. Very nice. Can this be upgraded? No, it cannot. No! Oh, good to know I have those.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching.
The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Love it. I did me a little ditty. I do, however, need... I do need... to rest up. Blood barrier coagulation. Block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. Yes! What else do we got? 600. Wasn't there something that cost 400? Nope. hold up. What else we have? What else we have? Okay, let us... I think I do need, yes. What? Oh, there we go. Confirm.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Oh, that's good. That is very good. Answer the door.
Hurry now, Doctor. It's freezing here.
What's the matter?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
No antiseptics at all?
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Well, I thought I could unlock this, but I guess I can't. ¿Por qué? Okay. Oh, more things for me to scavenge. A cheap bottle of gin. Ooh. But I don't need a saw. A use hacksaw. What do we got? 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 Details, 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 details. They are important. The patient's fate has been heavily burnt and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of stronger sedatives, he affirms to regularly endure severe pain from the wounds, as if the flames are still burning under the skin, he says. Examinations of the cicatricized tissues show no trace of inflammation, infection, or swelling. Scars and clean. Could it be a case of persistent nerve damage? The patient never ceases to blame himself for this disfiguration. Could it be the case of guilt of the survivor? Phantom of manifesting as a punishment for not dying with his comrades? Thomas Elwood. Poor bastard. There is an upstairs. I would like to see what is up. Oh. You give me an office and it's on the second floor. You know better than that. I'm a highly acclaimed doctor. I'm the one who's supposed to have the office on the third floor. Let's go on.
It's locked.
But I have the key, though. You ungrateful little bannock. Oh, how dare they? Use the run button, you fool. There we go. Oh, the back door. Cutscenes, cutscenes, loading screens. The old morgue. Really? Oh, I see. I kind of see why they did it, but I still think it's highly unnecessary. Shillings! Give me the shillings!
It's locked, all right.
Upstairs I go then.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
A rogue skull, level 6.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
Bullets. Shotgun shells. A watery, sturdy blood sample.
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Bottle of alcohol. Alcohol. Uh-oh. Aha! Have at you! Oh, shit! It's revolting. Tommy!
It's locked.
Oh, shillings! Oh, speaking of which, can I... R1. Oh, yes! I just realized this may not work on the skulls. Oh, I so want to go upstairs more. See if there's anything of use up here. Watery rich blood sample. What was that? Oh, they are still here.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Interesting. Shotgun shell, shotgun shell, shotgun, shotgun, shotgun shell. I saw shinies. Uh-oh. Aha! Aha! Sweet and savory. Where did you go? Did I? Oh, I did kill you. Aha. Why? Oh, yeah. That's a wise decision. I keep using this club. Let me bring out the dagger, dude. Let me bring out the dagger, dude. Hello, 45. Oh, damn, son. Let me put that on there. And let me put that on there. The problem is I don't have a lot of shells, so it's best to have a... It's best to have one or the other. So we'll actually... Yeah, we'll use that. I don't have any serums, do I?
It's locked.
I forgot it was locked. My bad. Looks like someone was down here recently. Death report. Probable cause of death, fast progressing pneumonia by virus introduced preliminary consolidation. Spanish flu. Is this patient 0?
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Indubitably. I am a vampire master. Okay. Onward. Boss! Boss! It's a boss! Oh, damn. He's got mad skills. He's got mad skills. Resisted? Oh shit, 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 shit.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
I must heal myself.
Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Apparently there's more. Ooh, hello. Yay! Workshop, 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 shop. Very good. Oh, alright. What about in terms of weaponry? Can't do anything for that yet. Oh, upgrade time! Can I upgrade any of these bad boys? As far as things go... 9. Alrighty. Let's make like hockey and get the puck out of here. Ah, hello. It's absolutely amazing how it's easy to miss something. And this is a legit sword, too. I love it. Hello? Ooh, quinine. Oh, more dreadful skulls. Oh, that is a way to finish off an enemy. Way to finish off an enemy. You suck 'em dry! And you can interpret that however you want. But let us... I don't understand why we have to transition between the outside and the inside map. It don't make no sense! Alrighty. Really? Oh, that's rather odd. Remove. Yes, we want to remove. Oh, nice. Grace and screws, grace and screws. Okay, so... Ah, there we go.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Do you want to make him into one?
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Very well.
Tell me, Thelma,
What do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reed. Strange and ancient beings that were here before this island even had a name.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Oh, never mind.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Alright, let's talk to the mangled face. Which I don't understand why, his face looks perfectly fine.
Daily routine.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
There we go.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans. And it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Aw, why?
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Oh. Oh, that sucks.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Oh, that only affects blood quality. Ah, okay.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Disgust on every
I
street
wonder what your
corner.
last thoughts would be, sir.
The daily routine.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
Oh.
How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark,
to your nocturnal activities.
Time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on, don't be ridiculous, dear colleague.
Good God, man. A man surrounded in mystery.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office down again.
Swansea is sounding suspicious.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Alright, time to bring...
You're so lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know.
Oh, I gotta go up. Oh, while I'm here. Hello. Oh, never mind. I thought looked rather different.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Again with the loading screens. Oi, 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 oi,
I will
oi.
not let you down, my boy.
Come on, Focus Interactive. Did you give up on your game?
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me. I will not let you down, my boy.
All right.
My sweet girl.
Okay, so where is this? Oh, wait, I was right next to her, wasn't I? So she is... Oh, she's upstairs. I keep forgetting that.
As for me.
Boop, 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 boop. Oh, do I have to craft all this stuff? I do. Ah. Light blood serum, light regeneration. Okay. Of anything. Of course. There we go. Nope, nothing. Alright. Nothing. Okay. Common handlebar. Oh, okay. I could actually probably sell that common machete. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. And I'll give that to the whiner. Okay. But first, senses. Okay.
I'm alright.
This
Don't waste
hospital
your
seems
time
to be
with me.
falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Alright, so let us...
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Give medicine.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Yay!
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done enough already. The rest is up to me now.
I keep hitting the wrong button. Ah, so he's recovering. Very nice.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
There we go.
Yes, Doctor?
Why then do you always work the nights? Don't you ever sleep?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands on deck.
Lack of sleep and the medical profession always ends in disaster. I've witnessed many a colleague succumb to stimulants to fight exhaustion. Drugs were as deadly as bullets in the trenches.
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital. We are on the front line, make no mistake.
Your dedication to the Pembroke does you credit, Nurse Crane, but when do you sleep?
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a vocation, not the labor of a journeyman.
Exactly how bad is the supply situation here at Pembroke?
It really depends. Dr. Swansea deftly works his society contacts for monies, but with the quarantine, well, we're in God's hands.
Please, could you point me in the direction of the morgue again?
It's the large boarded-up building behind the hospital. You can't miss it. The key I gave you will open the small back door to it.
Press for details.
That's all for now, Nurse Crane, thank you.
Diseases decrease the blood quality of a citizen. Use the correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient. In the room behind Dorothy to check on his medical status. Oh, okay.
Down, my boy.
Rat in the hospital. There's a rat in the hospital.
I'm alright.
Blood temptation. Remember, Citizen's Blood will provide you a massive XP boost. Look for citizens of your mesmerized level below and choose wisely. Up the stairs we go.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
Your office is
Fascinating,
nicer than mine.
is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm living a paradox.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Warning letter. Dear Dr. Swansea, I must inform you of my deepest reservations concerning the Dr. Thurrow Strickland and Harvey Fiddick case. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized after a severe work injury. He may permanently lose the use of his arm if not treated adequately. Dr. Strickland claims that the surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it may also sever its functions for good if complications arise. Our young colleague is audacious and daring surgeon who might prove a great professional in a few years, but for now he lacks the skills to perform such a risky procedure. Need I remind you of the mistakes he made in the past? Since Dr. Strickland refused to listen to me, I strongly advise you to forbid him to perform this hazardous experiment. Ackroyd. Letter of Rakesh Chadana. Rakesh Chakanda. Why? Anyway. Dr. Swansea. Dr. Swansea, I will be glad to manage the temporary morgue as soon as it is opened. As I have already told you, I was a doctor during the war and I would be glad to serve my country again. I know it is not the same being a physician for the dead as it is for the living, but I believe it is important to welcome and take good care of our departed too. Rest assured, I will do my best to fully perform this new duty to the best of my ability. Concerning the question of my qualifications, I'm sorry I can't give you anything more valuable than my parole. I swear to you that my regiment made me a doctor during the war, and that I saved many lives. If my word is not enough, you can contact the military administration to verify my experience and skills. They will confirm, and even if I never followed my medical studies, the war taught me that a doctor really needs to know. Rare species of vampires. Too long. Too long for me to read. Oh, darn it. Oh. All right then.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Can I give it water? Please. Okay, let's see. Tactical, huh? Shadow Veil. Drain your stamina to fade into the shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Moving in this state will drain more stamina. You will exit the shadows if you attack. Oh, man. Fantastic. Oh, no, we don't want that. We want to confirm. The following night. What do we got here? Major district events. Every night, the consequences of your actions may improve or degrade. If the district's health status drops below the critical threshold, it will plunge into chaos. Ah, okay. Looks like I need to make another treatment of fatigue. Oh, well, I do, however, have serums to use. Opium!
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
Well, 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 look who it is.
Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient, or their family.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
Excuse my impertinence, Your Ladyship. This is not an interrogation. I assure you that this line of questioning is in your best interest.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of
your discretion. But I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
Oh, just a little FYI, blood transfusions wouldn't work. Because the blood that you're trying to collect, if you even hook it up while your blood is infected, that blood will just infect the blood that you're trying to receive.
What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Very well. Oh, it's
the
always
patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
But the suffering continues.
I don't think we've talked.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton.
I know.
How do you
Hampton.
feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest, and then I can go back to the people who need me.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Fear and disgust on every street.
Alright, where's Hawkins? Oh, but I do need to talk to Strickland.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones and flesh.
Have you heard any talk of blackmail going on in the hospital?
If you're running some official inquiry, you had better question the patients. They know more than the staff, especially old Miss Jones.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
Tell me, Waverley, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Have you heard about any blackmail going on in this hospital?
Blackmail? Nonsense.
All right.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Let's see. All right, Pippa, where are you? Pippa, 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 Pippa Hawkins. Long letter. Oh God.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Pippa, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Ah, okay. We got another hint.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Alright, I think I got all I need, except for the key.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No, she's not.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
Okay.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Alright, that's one down. Give me more of that Cody.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadigan fellow.
Fine, nurse Whittiff. Ah, there she is.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Oh, let's see. So many things that we must know.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Yeah. Let's see. She's quite healthy.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Oh, no.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
How dare you? Life in London. Oh no, we went through that.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any...
I've never heard...
That's...
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
The patients are not fools. They know we are overwhelmed by this horrifying epidemic.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
Let's see.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No, we must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may listen to.
All right.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Wow, they actually made it look like he actually is exhausted.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss should cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
Only the strongest survive, then? Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
Let's see.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. But as long as I'm treated alright, I'll be fine.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
We can't escape the consequences of our actions. The past catches up with us in the end.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I could say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
I am highly regretting leaving this man alive.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Onward. Find Dorothy in the area. Oh, I bet you she's in the docks. Come on. Eavesdrop. Press L3 to activate your senses. If the citizens behaving suspiciously, their heart will emit a distinctive glow. By looking at the citizen, you will unlock special interaction. Look for Dorothy Crane.
This isn't even my neighborhood.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the canal.
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't stand them since the war, sir. Can't stand them at all.
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. Where was your friend the last time you saw him?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
What can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Oswald's best friend. We served in the same regiment, sir. Taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together. Oswald is... nervous and quite fragile since we came back from the war.
This is a dangerous part of town. What are you doing here?
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get some sleep. Just need to feel better, sir.
I have all the information I need for now. If I find anything out about your friend, I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
The sewers, eh? A box for me to loot. Aluminum powder. Very nice. Hold on a minute. Newton. Need to find... Huh.
We're safe.
See if I can go around. Shit.
There's safer places to be than here.
Looks like that's my only...
Step away, sir. There's safer places to be than here. Got one of them here.
Come on, stop hitting the wrong freaking button.
Belongs to me.
Alright, that actually scared me a little bit. I thought I wasn't going to survive that. Are you kidding me? I fought those guys for nothing? Can I open that gate?
Don't worry, I'm safe.
Well, let me give it a shot then. Bring out your dead! Looks like Mrs. Lovett's Meat Pie Emporium. Alright, let's pick up the pace here. The Pembroke Hospital. Yeah, let's see if we can open this gate up. I doubt I can. It's probably locked. So much opium. Yep.
Don't worry, we're safe. Relax.
What must I do?
Let me see.
What must I do?
Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I gotta look into this.
Don't worry, we're safe.
There we go. Aha!
Relax.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I ought to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Oh, we are so going to go after him. Time to go down in the sewers and have some fun. Alright, I think after this mission I'm gonna call it a night there, lads. I am having fun with this game though. I mean, it does have its flaws, but if someone looks back and finds this to be a great idea, and I think it is a great idea, I think it should be looked upon and touched up a bit. that sounds comforting. Oh, potassium pomegranate. More skulls.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Oh, there's a skull over there. May need. Damn it. Mine. Up we go. Oh, hello. What's this? Oh, hold on. Ah, there we go. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Oh, hello. Hey, you little bullets. Let me go this way first. Maybe I can kill two birds with one stone here. Oh, hold on. Oh, rats! Come on. Come on, there's a fucking rat right there. Ban of the Dragon. Brotherhood of St. Paul stole. Advise all members to be very wary. So, oh, okay. Beware! Citizen to save. Careful, the endangered citizen may not survive the next night. Go check on him. Ah, yes. Vampire to save the day!
Can't breathe! Can't breathe!
Got it. All right. This better be a... Damn.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here! I need to get out!
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good.
Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Citizen rescued! And of course you're gonna stay there like a ninny. Oh yeah, we got more of the... We got more of the good shit. Alright, back up we go. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. A little exit point for me, in case. I like it. Oh, and there's a wee little box here for me to loot. Bullets! Bullets! Bullets galore! Alright, back to the task at hand here. Ooh. Before I continue, I would like... yes. Okay, never mind. We're good. I can't phase through. Well, that's not very nice. Well, I can, however, go through here. Nice. Oh, now that's just being nasty. There we go. Oh, hello. Oh! What?
What sort of creature is this?
Is that a werewolf?
That dwells in here.
Okay, now I need to know why this is not working. Throw a spear made of blood, which can pass through enemies in front of you. I have a feeling it's because it costs a lot. Oh! Oh! Ow. Come on, you.
Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Nurse Crane's voucher. If you are sick, if you have no money, whoever you are, where you're from, see Dorothy, get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Just find Darius. Excuse house a patient this coupon. Interesting.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
We already read it. Keep an eye out for rats, eh? Tis a long wait. Interesting. Alright. Let me upgrade mine shit.
Is this supposed to be an hospital? A pig's start to smell better.
Safer here than anywhere else.
Ah. that's cheeky. Won't let me go up to my... Won't let me teleport up to my room? What kind of bullshit is that? Alright, but... Gotta do some crafting, some upgrading, and I'm done for the night. Hello. More things. The power to Cody. First heart rate. I wonder how you can unlock those. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm making those up. You never know when those are going to come in handy. Alright. Actually, since I do have since I do have a bit of those, I'm gonna start spreading those out. Now I gotta find the people who are fatigued out their minds. Where is the good doctor?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Damn.
Do you need any help?
Thank you, Dr. Reed, but you've done enough already. The rest is up to me now.
Okay.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Okay, he's healthy. Where are...
Sweet girl.
Where are all my dudes at? Alright, well, since I'm this far out... Oh, here we go.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Oh, he's healthy.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Alright, let's take a look at my dudes here. Okay, Thatcher. Oh, he's got a headache. Fortunately, I don't even think I have the recipe for that. Alright, guess we're going to Cox then.
Hey, Doc.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Oh man, he is so pushing it. He is so pushing it.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
I've never seen so many people die for the same.
Alright, let's upgrade Mr. Reed here.
Daily
Hello. Okay, yeah, wooden stakes and lore and all that shite. Oh, hello. Pharaoh's torch, right? The more sparklies I find, the more precious resources I pick up. What is this? Oh, Tippett's, Strickland, and Ackroyd. Oh, that's their offices. Very, very good. Okay, now let us... Yeah, I don't think I can make a headache cure yet. Yep, we're gonna have to wait. Rusty books of pills. But I can't remember if we made those. Oh well. Alright then. Alright, lads and lasses, let us... Cartridge bag, medical bag, fast regeneration, hard biting. Oh yeah, that would be nice to have. How about we... I'm worried about health here. Confirm. Milton Hooks, healthy. All right. Dyson Delaney. I knew there was someone else. Anyway. Okay, lads. I said I would do what I have to do, and I am done with what I have to do. But we will continue more of this. Hit the like and subscribe button for more. Please share with your friends and comments. Please help my channel grow. And there will be more vampire play tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Goodbye.